Rishi Sunak, Prime Minister of the UK.
On the edge of town, they sleep in the ditches.
Rwanda, I can see you. India, I can see you. United States, I can see you. Rishi Sunak, Prime Minister of the UK. His requests regarding sending Africans back to Rwanda has been denied again. Sunak, good looking, rich Prime Minister of the UK. You know, in Britain you always have Prime Ministers. Good looking man, very impressive. You know, they made a choice to come up with a law that will try not to bring in more foreigners in the country anymore. At first they came in with a concept that was called Stop the Boat. So people come from Africa and maybe, let me say, they land in Portugal. The main reason they want to cross the channel and end up to UK. So guys, why do they want to go to the UK? Because UK has a bigger economy. According to them, there is a much better opportunities to start up life. So what do they do in that case? They get to Europe, let's say France, or waiting for an opportunity to cross the channel. Why? Because the UK has a lot of advantages. I mean, you want to go to the UK. They pay you some money, necessity. I mean, the government is so friendly to its own people. So that's the reason why a lot of people want to go to the UK. Now, the conservative people of the United Kingdom are really not very happy about that. They came up with a project called Stop the Boat. So now what happened to this Prime Minister? He came into Africa. Basically, he went to Rwanda. He said like this: if we have guys coming to the UK without authority, I mean illegally, let's have this deal. Whenever they reach that side, you will process, you will evaluate. Each and every case will be studied. Then you will decide if this person really needs to be in the UK. Let's take it like this: if you're from Africa and you want to go to the UK, then you reach UK, then they deport you or they transfer you from the UK, then you go to Rwanda. Will you be happy? Not in a normal manner. I know, most of the Africans don't go to the UK, legally. Just being honest with you. Many will go, saying that they are just visiting someone or a relative, tourism mostly. Once they reach, they overstay. Unfortunately, they don't want to go back. Most of the guys are sportsmen. When you look at the Olympics, most of the guys are blacks. So they use that chance to stay there. That's the reason why they do not want more people in the UK, especially Africans. They negotiated with Rwanda and then said, we are going to transfer them from UK, then back to Rwanda as you process their papers so that they get legal papers. Once you don't get through, if these people are happy to stay in Rwanda, they will stay in Rwanda, but if they're not, probably go back to their home country. Rwanda is nice. I've been there. It has beautiful cows, it has nice women, and you can drink a lot of milk from there. Just in case if those things happen, you'll be happy in Rwanda. In other words, why would you go to the UK, then they bring you back to Rwanda, where people you have the same skin tone, where you can easily integrate with them much easier than going to a country where everybody looks different than you. Isn't that right? Does it even make sense for you guys? They fought many times to bring this project and then it didn't work out. So they came in with another project. They even went on and built a house on water, and it's a building where they can easily once you guys are crossing the channel, they can easily capture you. Meaning that the UK built, I don't want to call it prison, but it kind of looks like you can see for yourself. That's where mostly people who came in illegally were supposed to be taken. So the guys will be transferred to Rwanda as they are processing on their papers. You don't know when, you don't know how, but still they give you shelter, they give you food. Eventually they send you back home because you don't qualify. Do they even have a right to do that? According to the conservative group, the United Kingdom spends at least £2 million a day on you guys. It's a lot of money, right? So when I take you back, the United Kingdom say that if you guys bring in the Ukrainians, we are going to give you some money and we are going to take care of the Ukrainians. And this is, you get it, huh? Very easily and accepted. They are not Africans. If you're seated there watching, ask yourself, if you were on UK's behalf, who would you choose? Would you choose someone that is closer to you or someone? I'm not saying that people should not get opportunities to go to the UK. I'm just saying as a UK director or a guy who's in the UK, just to be honest, would you choose first? I think that is sort of a bias that you expect. Everybody thinks UK is beautiful, right? Is this racism? I don't know. Do they have a right to say that don't come in our country? Let's not get into emotions. I already understand. Not everybody loves us. And you know that. Even though you know that, but still you're making a decision to go in such a place where you definitely know that you're not very muchly welcomed. Isn't that a bit funny to think about? So basically it's very simple. They want you to go to Rwanda, process your papers, and probably find beautiful Rwandese, kidding, and get married, you know. If you're not happy, you go back to your country. How do we stand against this? I don't think it's wrong to choose who you want to be with. I'm sorry, I know many people are going to be biased about this, but let's be real. Unless you are African American, in America, in a land of opportunities, I know some African Americans feel like they were born in America, but still they are blacks. I'm not going into that. Let's stay in the fact that Africans came from Africa. So what I'm trying to say is that you cannot claim to go to the Europe if it's not your land, right? I know African Americans are going to say it's a very deep subject, but I think I'll just talk about that in another time. How can we resolve this situation? Should we be angry to Rwanda for accepting this opportunity? I don't think so. They have to progress. They have to move forward. It's an opportunity. I mean, if it was you, you'll definitely do it. If an opportunity by someone's mistake is done by, and it could move you for a while, take it. You want to let it pass just because the person doesn't want you? I don't know about that. How about Africans when they sit down and at least find a solution that is very African? Find a level of dignity and refuse to be treated like that in a way that is not appropriate. I mean, clearly, what are you looking for again? Ukrainians were very welcome. You are not. Why are you forcing yourself in people that don't even want you? Come on, man. I mean, you can find a better life even if it's not in those, I won't mention the countries. You can just go to South Africa. South Africa is good. I can understand some African countries are not really that good. I'm sorry to say that, but yeah, to be honest, some African countries are not. You get it. That's the reason why most of you want to travel to go to the UK, America, Canada. And this is the reason why most Africans are not even watching. It's you guys from the UK, United States. You need to come with something in somebody's country. You don't just come for and be like, I'm here, I'm a refugee. You have at least to have a skill. For example, this is your house and somebody comes into your house. Yes, they come in, you allow visitors to come in, but if the visitors are not bringing anything on the table, eat the meat, the rice, finish the bananas, and play with the remote while Yaka is, when your kids want to watch cartoon, Archie wants to watch cartoon, eventually you're going to get tired. Can you accept everybody? You can come? No. Some people believe that they can go to the UK and find home, but not everyone is going to make it. They came from Africa, they got no visas, they came through the channel. Basically, it won't work with you because there is a system that they do follow and you don't know about the system. So that means you get hectic, you will be stressed. I mean, bills after bills. Why would you put yourself in such a way you're going to suffer and go through some of the harshest things just because you want to make it to the UK? So, guys, just think it this way. They already know the news is talking about this. So if you have it in mind that you're going to cross the channel from wherever you are, then you go to the UK, then they transfer you to Rwanda, that means there's no deal. Project undone. If that wasn't really a case, why is it forced? Let me know how you feel about this. Feel free to comment, share your ideas, and don't forget to subscribe. Lastly, should we force ourselves into UK or America? Thank you.